Good afternoon all. I love coming along here, talking to you. The same topic, which I have for almost 20 years now, off and on. Nothing's ever happened. Very slow learn to stand here. All right, asking for a complaints procedure. I've previously told you why I would like you to have one. My own personal experiences dealing with the Christchurch City Council a number of years ago, when I had a leaky home and found that the council weren't really all that interested in it whatsoever. I went through mediation under the Watertight Home Resolution Scheme, and the property I owned, the unit, was inspected by a building surveyor and a report prepared, and in here he describes the defects in the building. It is riddled with defects. It's just unbelievable. I've told you all that before. A couple of years later, I wrote a long report of my experiences dealing with the Christchurch City Council, a 20-page report. I wrote it out in outright anger. I cringe a bit now when I read it. It could have done a good bit of proofreading, but never mind. It was exactly as I saw it all. And I gave it to all the councillors at the time, the mayor and the CEO. CEO wrote back to me, and she simply said that the council considers this matter now closed. Weren't interested. I was left in a cold, damp building because this is the letter she wrote, that's what it was. The mayor wrote a slightly longer letter, but didn't actually say much more. I was left in a cold, damp building because of the council's building staff's inability to read the building code. No inspections were ever carried out in my unit. The person who signed the unit off never came and knocked on the door to have a look inside. I don't know if he ever looked at the building file. He just signed it off. Project complete. Here it is in here. Somewhere. I've got whole files on everything that... These are all the building inspections that were carried out. The very last one, project complete. What? No inspections? It's actually got on it that I have inspected. Didn't do any of that. I was once an aircraft mechanic. I worked on DC-3s, Viscounts, friendships and Boeing aircraft. I would have been shot signing something up without looking and checking to see if any problems were there. Unbelievable, people. Indicates to me, at any rate, that the building department at that stage was quite dysfunctional. Don't know what they're like now. It resulted, at the time, in millions of dollars cost for the council as a result of the leaky home claims. I know of a couple of other people having exactly the same problems and dealing with the same people and calling them the same things, but I've heard of them too. It's amazing. The millions that the council ended up having to pay were buried deep in the accounts so nobody could see them. That was supposed to be reported. They didn't. Switch tacks a little bit. The events of last week with the concerning the residents from Bromley and the way that they've been treated. And I see there's been a couple of letters in the paper yesterday. Not very good for the council. But it also shows that nothing's changing. There's still the same problems. The way you get treated when you've got a problem. That's what I'm up against. You're still not listening. The trouble with you is the council is obsessed with secrecy and brand management rather than the welfare of ratepayers. That's the problem that I see with you. And I just put it to you, As councillors, is this the type of organisation you wish to represent? What they get up to? And that's why I'm asking you, please, let's have a proper complaints procedure. That's what I'm going to say. I'll be back next year if nothing happens.
Well, you've timed your submission to the dot, so sadly that's because of your experience of presenting to us. So thank you very much for your submission today, and yeah, we've heard what you've had to say, and we'll see what we can do in relation to the annual plan.
I will be back asking questions.
Well, but this will be my last time, so can I just acknowledge you, Lindsay, because you've been here many times while I've been the mayor, and I'd like to acknowledge you, you know, as well, and you know, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Questions. So I'm just sending a question to Samantha, Sam, in relation to this particular one, and I will press send and just remind people that if they have questions from any of the matters that have been raised today, to flick them through to Sam, so that we've got a running track record of the questions that people would like to have follow up on. So thank you all very much for today. That is, I'm adjourning the meeting now until 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, Thursday the 5th of May 2022. Thank you.